I think it's happening. Let's see if we got it. OMGWTFLOLBBQ. Hello, beautiful people. Today is day 109 of office hours, and we continue our march through the entire back catalog of Scam School. Welcome to Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. You beautiful sons of guns and pistols and shotguns and bazookas and non-lethal ordnance and bolo ties. Wait, no, bolo tie is just a tie. Whatever. Hey guys, I'm Brian Brushwood. Every single morning, we go live to get your day started off right. We're going to fuel you with the fire of Scam Kata. You will have the gift of knowing that you're the smartest, cleverest, most interesting person in the room. And we do it day by day with the entire back catalog of Scam School. Hello, you beautiful Diamond Club elite. Of course, Diamond Club is an elite membership. You have to show up. No comments. If you post in the comments, if you're going to post anything, say, I look forward to flashing you the Diamond Club symbol. And then when that happens, it's going to be great. Uh-oh, VIP stream. What does that mean? Are we doing a VIP stream? Or we are a VIP stream? I'd like to believe we're a VIP dream. I don't know what that was. All right, guys, we're going to start with circumference versus height. As we always do, we're going to watch the entire episode in its entirety. As the episode plays, you guys are going to have questions. If you have any good questions, post them in the chat, and I'll address them when the episode wraps. We're going to break it down. I'll give you all the behind-the-scenes intel and information. Here we go. Circumference versus height, episode 10 of Scam School. This episode of Scam School is brought to you by Click It or Ticket. If MacGyver had to get drunk and all he had was 3 matchsticks, a napkin, and a pint glass, he would turn to Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. I'm Brian Brushwood, and today we're going to make some cold hard cash by taking advantage of a weird psychological defect that everyone has in a contest called height versus circumference. Check it out. Make this happen. There we go. Ta-da! You ready for your backgammon? Okay, we're gonna play a game. And to make it interesting, everyone pull out a buck. There we go. You got $1. You got a buck. You got a buck. All right, hold on to him here for a moment. The question is, which do you think is more, the circumference around the top of the pint glass, or the height from the top of the glass all the way down to the bar? Okay, so the circumference or the height, we're going to vote with our dollars, all right? So what do you say? You think the circumference or more is the height?
I say the height.
You say the height, so we're going to start a height pile right there. Which is more, the height or the circumference?
I fucking hate Kenny, so I'm going to say circumference.
Okay, so we got one of each. So we got the circumference pile. What about you? Circumference?
Height. Yeah,
One in the height, one of each. There we go. All right, that's good. That's good. All right. The circumference. All right, so it's 3-2. Pretty good. Now we're going to try to mix up the odds, and I grabbed some decks of cards. You can use packs of cigarettes here, but now we're going to make it a little more interesting. Now take a look at this. Let's get a close-up here. Now the question is, the same circumference, right? But now we've added 3 decks to the height. So the height from here all the way down. Now you said height before, so obviously it's way the height now, right? And you're probably wondering, oh crap, yeah. Now what about you? Circumference or height? You're gonna go to height? All right, so we're gonna take 1 out of the circumference and go to height. How about you?
My money's good.
Your money's good. By the way, I oughta. What about you? What? Nowhere. I'm gonna wait till you talk. You're holding. All right, interesting. Interesting. All right, so I tell you, let's go ahead and do it again. How about now? All right, now we're talking about right here, the circumference right up here, all the way on down. All right, so you jumped up. You guys both jumped ship at this point. So it's the circumference versus the height from here all the way down to the bar. All right, well, you know what? We're going to make it even more interesting. I'm going to add another pack. So we're talking about this all the way down, and I am going to be the lone idiot who votes for circumference. You ready for this? We'll go ahead and measure this. I'm gonna be as fair as I can with this. There we go, right? Fair? Still, you chicken out too early. Can you believe that? A pint glass is almost a foot around on the top, and there's some weird defect of the human brain that makes you look at that and say there is no way that is almost
always better than length.
That's right. Let's hear it for girth over length. Hey, nicely done.
That's why I work so
Good.
I mean, both is best.
Oh, nicely done, guys. And you know what? I'm such a nice guy. I'm going to give you all back your dollars. There you go. That's all you.
See, that was my one.
No, that's you getting his now. That's how that works.
I don't want
there
to
you
strip
go.
a dollar.
Now remember, part of what makes this scam work is that people have to have enough money on the table that they care about the outcome. Once they actually care what happens, all of a sudden their brain will betray them and convince them that without a doubt, the circumference can't possibly be as much as all that height. If you have any stories of how you've cleaned up with this scam, make sure to post them at the boards at revision3.com/scamschool. Don't forget, if you have any questions, you can write me directly at brian@revision3.com. Until next time, by the way, next time, I don't know if we've talked about this, but we're going to learn how to convert nickel metal hydride batteries into NiCads using some average household appliances. Until then, I'm going to get a drink. We here at Scam School would like to give a toast to our sponsor, Click It or Ticket. Unless you want to risk a ticket or worse, your life, you always need to remember to click it or ticket, day and night.
From coast to coast, cops are cracking down on seatbelt violations. Buckle up day and night or expect a ticket. Click it or ticket.
Oh my God! Yeah! All right, so man, lots to unpack on this one. Let's start. There we go. Let's start with the fact that we had a sponsor on this one. Oh, that's some loud music. There we go. Is that a better mix? Hopefully that's a better mix for you guys. Yeah, our very first sponsor was Click It or Ticket. And at the time, this was peak hypothetical libertarian Brian Brushwood, where I'm like, all right, so our countercultural anti-establishment be the scoundrel drinking at the bar is being paid for with American money, taxpayer money. And I was like, yeah, whatever. It's the gig. This is what you're here to do. And so the oh my gosh, Turbo Teen, what a throwback BioCow. That's fantastic. Oh, by the way, real quick housekeeping note. Look at this. We got it all fixed up so that the what do you call it? The featured chat doesn't appear in the same place on everything. Look at that. It goes beep to over here, to over here, to over here, to over here, to over here. There we go. Excellent. But yes, I do have a strange affinity for Turbo Teen, mainly because even when I was in second grade, I couldn't believe it was on television. I was like, what? Although, I wonder if it was concurrent with Teen Wolf or separate from it. Things happen in waves where, here, if we're going to pause on anything, might as well make it the freaking logo. There we go. There we go. So things tend to happen in waves. You get, for example, somebody's pitching a father-son buddy swap movie at the time, so two movies come out at the same time. I think it's Dustin Hoffman and Kirk Cameron in Like Father, Like Son, and meanwhile it's in vice versa. It's Fred Savage and Judge Reinhold do a body swap on there. You get Deep Impact and you get Armageddon at the same time. Likewise, early mid-'80s, there was something in the air about teenage werewolves, because in my Scholastic Weekly Reader, I got Adventures of a Teenage Werewolf, which I thought was dope, and then all of a sudden Teen Wolf comes out. I'm like, what? And then also around that time, Turbo Teen came out. Lots of teen going through changes dramas in the early to mid 80s. Anyway, I'm glad we finally covered that. So what we have is we have our first sponsor. It's the first sponsor that I've read. I thought that was interesting that part of the reason yesterday's episode didn't have me reading it was because I don't know how I would have read that for them or sent it to them in 2008. I had microphones, but they weren't very good. And in order to do it, the best microphone I had would record to a DV camera. So I'd have to record to the DV camera, then use a FireWire cable to transfer over to a computer and then send that over. And they didn't even ask. They just had, I assume, an intern read it that first time. But as to this trick, this is the perfect fusion of both entertainment and a payoff. You know, in general, I separate these into openers, tweeners, and payoffs. This one is a payoff, but it's also an excellent tweener. I wouldn't start with it as an opener, partly because you're asking everyone to pull out a buck. That's a big ask at the beginning. Although conversationally, if you don't want to have it for stakes, you could just begin by asking, hey, I got a question for you guys. Which do you think is more? And just get everybody to lock in their bet. Yes, that's a lot of decks of cards that I had. But the reason was because the trick was traditionally done with packs of cigarettes. And so it occurred to me that I didn't have all those cigarettes laying around. Also, nowadays you won't have packs of cigarettes. But I suppose if you wanted to be cheeky, you could keep asking other people to stack their cell phones on there. That'd be a good thing to get to. Oh my God, not Scary Steve. A turbo tweener. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. There we go. Boom. But the sorry guys, you guys keep distracting me. Yeah. So, but the point is, you want to get people to really engage with the question of which they think is more, and if it is possible to thread things in a way where you never get put on the books as being one way or the other, and then like for example, don't even make it part of the game as to whether or not you get a vote. But basically, as long as there's some kind of stake, some kind of reward, everybody one by one will collapse because visually, it's just too long. Your brain ain't fit to do it. Now, having said that, everybody replying in the YouTube comments, guys, everyone on the internet, in the comments, so smart. All of you. Oh, so smart. So smart. And for very believable reasons. Yes. Oh, I don't see what's so hard about this. You simply take the diameter and multiply 3.14 times 2 pi r, etc., etc. Bless y'all's heart. So, YouTube commenters, all very smart. Reddit commenters, very, very smart. So many people. Smart. At the bar, remember, there's no money in being smart. The only thing there's even less money in is being right. There's no money in being smart, and there's no money in being right. If you ever find yourself asserting that you are either smart or right, I'm just saying, we are not concerned with trivialities like that. We are the players of the game. We don't get played. If you are saying I am smart or I am right, congrats, you are playing defense. If you're playing defense, by definition, that means something went sideways. Something went wrong. Never play defense. Okay. There we go. Yes, Judith Opdebeek. This began, we'll get to this, I think, in a couple dozen episodes when I do my Scam Your Way Into Anything lecture. This was the beginning of the synthesis of thinking of the different categories. And eventually, this same sentiment would evolve into the story attention sales cycle that I use for all the independent creator marketing and, believe it or not, even in the security awareness training stuff that we're doing. Speaking of which, thank you for reminding me. Everyone, head on over to scampocalypse.com. Scampocalypse.com. Tickets are on sale. We are doing a one-day deception workshop. Get your boss to pay for it. This is the best thing on the planet. It really is. You know what? As a matter of fact, Emily kicked in money. There we go. So we'll do this.
Per my contract with the audience, money has been given, which means the remainder of this plug for the upcoming show on March 2nd must be given invoices.
Not the same voice though, right? Yeah, that voice gets stale.
What? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This needs to be fixed. Nope. Pitch up, edit, change to.
Yeah. There
we go. All right, so here's the thing, y'all. March 2nd, we're doing a one-day workshop. You are going to become an expert in deception. Why? Not for the simple reason of getting a free drink at the bar. You're going to be doing it to play defense. You're going to be, in your entire company, the foremost expert on seeing a social engineering scam coming at you in the wild. Because
you better believe it. They're coming for you. They're gonna, right now, you may not be having the phone ring off the hook with sophisticated romance scams.
That's only because the bad guys are figuring out.
You see, right now they're all testing with the tools. Soon everything will be deployed at scale, and there will be no technological fences to protect you. You must rely upon your own wits. There is a reason Brian is showing up every single day to remind you of the schools of deception, because only a talented player of the game can recognize that they are under attack.
Yeah, remember what Brian just said. If you're playing defense, you're in trouble. And the only way to know how to play defense when the time comes
is to play offense.
Which is why this March 2nd in Clearwater, Florida, as part right before the convene gathering, stay safe online, either .com or .org, I forget which one, but you want to go to scampocalypse.com. Scampocalypse.com. Scampocalypse.com will take you right here. It's a $300 all-day workshop. Bring your laptop and be prepared to play with, I don't know, $50 to sign up for trials, because we're going to actually teach you how to make deepfakes fast. The reason for this, number one, yes, it is a good party trick. It is a lot of fun. Number two, you can talk to everyone in your office about how they can be fooled. Guess what they're all going to do? Shields up. I can't be fooled. I once saw a video, and you should have seen the comment that I YouTubed on it. No. Nobody learns nothing until they've actually been fooled. And then the moment they get fooled, they're going to ask you that sweetest, that most wonderful of questions. That deepfake thing, how did you do that? At which point you'll be teaching them, and the entire network, your entire business, your entire company will become more robust and more secure. You're going to have a blast doing it. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. And if you're not careful, you just might learn something. That used to mean something different. $300 on March 2nd. Go to scampocalypse.com. I'll be sending out an email, which you guys will receive if you are wise enough to have signed up at signup.scamstuff.com. Who will we be deepfaking at the Deepfake Sweatshop Workshop? Whoever you like. Whoever you guys want to get. Whatever it is, it's got to be meaningful to folks. Oh, I don't think I like where I placed that. No. Nah. Yeah, no, that one makes sense. Maybe. Kind of. Just gonna touch just a little bit. Just a little bit of the ADD. It's not a lot. There we go. There we go. That's better, right? That was just a little bit. It was not a complete breakdown. Now this one, okay. Maybe we're doing it just a little bit more than we should. And then here, that'll be fine. There we go. And then I'm going to hit save, and now we're back. Okay, so back to the episode. To make it interesting, when we're going through these guys were good. This was the first time I had ever done it with dollars. Votes are fine, but really just any kind of totem. And part of the reason I wanted everyone to play with real dollars was just because your brain engages differently when you know that that there's some kind of stakes on the line, whether it's money, power, status, all of that stuff. But in that case, you want people actually entering the headspace of betting against each other, not against you though, because you are a black box. They know they're friends. But they don't know you from Adam. You're just the guy they just met at the bar, and now all of a sudden money's on the table. That's a bit of a heavy lift really fast. But at that moment, to be honest, I actually wish that I hadn't added that next one. Well, I don't know. That is very impressive. And it is pretty unambiguous. Here's another thing internet sleuths like to do is act as though I saw the sleight of hand. No, you didn't. There is none, you dipshit. Because look at this. This is as clean and as fair as can be. Like marked right off there. And what's funny is, like, that's how powerful the illusion is that people would rather believe that some sleight of hand happened there rather than just accept that they could be that wrong. Whew, people do not like to be wrong. That's a pro tip from Brian. Accept it. Be wrong a lot. Be wrong, iterate, keep on going. And then these opening and closing shots, I think, came out really good. Good composition. Again, equipment at the time, it's a miracle that we were able to get this much out of it with such low light. Although I wonder how good the enhancements tools would be nowadays for this kind of thing. That's pretty crazy. Now that, daytime shot, good shot. And then now we're just in an unironic ad to buckle up. Yeah, that's one of those things where it's like, all things being equal, a pro-social government-sponsored ad is not the most congruent thing with a program where on paper what we're selling is being a shady raconteur out in the wild. Oh, I wacko, you were missed. Everything got changed. We smacked it up, flipped it, rubbed it down. Oh no. Oh no. Those eyes are very shiny in the closing shot. Yeah, that's because that's that same night. That's you can tell. Home stretch. Let's go. We got it. We did it. We can't believe it's working. All right. Yeah. Let's do this. Trick napkin. It's a grower, not a shower. I love it. All right, guys. I thought this might be kind of fun. We have to solve for a problem. We did Great Night. So Justin Robert Young has a scheduling conflict. And so he needed to, well, here, let me go ahead and pull this over. Here, I'll do this like this. Justin Robert Young had a scheduling conflict, so we had to do Great Night last night, and we didn't go live for it. And so, and on top of that, because I'm in the middle of flipping over a bunch of I don't know, stuff, the audio was missing for the first bit of it. However, I did get backup audio on the mixer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can take these two files, drag them over here, and we'll see if we can real quick patch it up. And then it's also super short because Justin had to put Bella down to bed. So what I'll do if we get lucky here, so there's stereo mix and Let's see, sort by date. Nope, that's a screenshot. Where is... Sort by name, maybe? Unless 16, 15, 29, 21. Oh, it didn't copy. That would explain it. That's your problem right there, ma'am. There we go. Now we got it. All right, so what I'll do is we'll just do CapCut. We'll go for good enough. I should do this in Adobe Premiere. You know what? Why don't I? Should I? No. That'd be silly. That'd be silly. So let's do stereo mix. Boop. And let's do vmix 02 February. Couldn't import. Some materials were damaged. What is this shenanigans? That can't be. Why are you seized up? What about this? Does this work? Oh, there it is. It was still copying. Got him. You just lost $5. Kill that. All right, so you can see on this guy, if we zoom on in, that we don't have audio until for all of this. But luckily, I was recording on the soundboard, so
of internet born content.
Well, and I suspect it all boils down to,
I mean,
quite
I think
simply,
for that kind of content,
like you've heard me say
like
before.
I think
where's
there's going
the
to be
human, right? Is there a
breaking
human on the other
good
side?
non-human content.
Mm-hmm. Aha. So I have to cut. Oh, nope.
Is it?
No, me neither.
Is
Oh, hold on.
wait?
No, I didn't hear it.
So we almost just did it audio only too. Okay. That looks right, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think for that kind of content, like I think there's going to be.
Mm-mm-mm. Do we need to get more precise than that? I don't think so. Oh,
Breaking good.
breaking good.
I think there's going to be breaking good, good non.
All right, and then I'll just kill that. And then let's go back to the beginning. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. There we go. Oh, no, 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 no. I didn't mean to do that way. Shoot. I don't like this at all. I don't like it being dumb like this. How do I bind two things together? Group. There we go. Cut this. Oh, ungroup. And then group these two. And then kill this. Let's see.
No, I didn't hear it.
Is there video even?
I don't.
We're not live.
Hello? No, we're not.
Are we alive? If we're not live, what's the opposite of live?
Yeah.
And then the next.
But The Rock was rolled away from the podcast.
I didn't ungroup. And then I'll tell you what I'll do is I will play this tonight and we'll watch it live because it's too short for me to feel good about being a full episode. So I'll go live for Great Night, which means it's up to you guys to come up with a game. That's what we're going to do with the remainder of our office hours. Let's see. 203. Great Night saved. Pow, pow. Cool. So, so that means we have to figure out a game to play tonight. Now, some of the games that we've played before, BioCow, how do you guys explain what we do when we do a chat realm led? Oh, god damn it. Are you serious? Fuck me upside down. Sorry. I got coffee on everything. Beep, beep, BRB. Enjoy the music.
Happens, all of a sudden their brain will betray them and convince them that without a doubt the circumference can't possibly be as much as all that height. If you have any stories of how you've cleaned up with this scam, make sure to post them at the boards at revision3.com/scamschool. Don't forget, if you have any questions, you can write me directly at brian@revision3.com. Until next time, by the way, next time, I don't know if we've talked about this, but we're going to learn how to convert nickel metal.
You see, guys, what happened was I started cleaning a keyboard, which is still attached to a computer. So I started hitting a bunch of buttons, which means as I cleaned things up, I was making proactively an even bigger mess. So hold on one second. There we go. Now the batteries are out. And now, there we go. Okay. But meanwhile, here, while I'm cleaning all this up, you guys can hit me up with what we want to do for 30, 45 minutes. We'll do a chat room led free-for-all in addition to playing the part of the show that we have with Justin. So sometimes that's a quiz. Sometimes that is... Can't this Yahoo spill coffee after the stream? To be honest, I am so here for the Kurometariku persistent sass. There we go. All right, hold on. Yeah, there's a lot of coffee in there. All right. Now, we'll get the rest of this part. See, I have to press other buttons too while it's happening. Persistent sass. Sass as a stripper name would be good. It'd be like stripping as a service. We're dangerously close to needing a complete chuck everything out and start again. Let's see. Yep. All right, now the question is...
Metal hydride batteries.
Ooh. Look at this.
Yep. We got it. We did it, boys. Boys, girls.
I didn't hear any music.
No, me neither.
Is
What?
Oh, hold on.
wait?
No, I didn't hear it.
Is there video even?
No.
We're not live.
Hello? No, we're.
Okay. That was the completion of the render. So that means we can check out and see how this came out. All right, so let's take a look here. I'm going to see, where do we export to again? Desktop, mouse without borders. Great. Cancel. Close it. Close it out, boys. Let's see if we got it. Mouse without borders. 02. Oh, no. 02. Yeah, great night saved. We'll see how this looks.
I didn't hear any music.
No, me neither.
Is
Oh, hold on.
wait?
No, I didn't hear it.
Is there video even?
I don't.
We're not live.
Hello? No, we're not.
Are we alive? If we're not live, what's the opposite of live?
Dead.
Trump audibly shits his. Yeah. Yeah. But I started to describe. First, I had to show the meta bits that came
Yeah.
before. Great. We got it. We got it. All right. Well, that's another big old thing off the agenda. So we could do a chat realm led game, or I could come up with something. I'll come up with something. Oh, I got one. All right, here. No Googling. This is the kind of horseshit I get on my notes. I'm like, what am I about to throw away? And there's some phone numbers to call back for an insurance claim on hail damage. There's a reminder to post weird things and after things. But most importantly, I have here 2 words, and I know what they mean. All I wrote was good night, can. So that was my reminder to myself to share with you guys a little bit of trivia. The lady who wrote Goodnight Moon. How old do you think she was when she died? And what do you think she died of? Lock in your guess right now. Because it is almost certainly not what you thought. In fact, you go ahead and post it in the comments if you want right now. BioCow thinks she passed at 75. Oh, that's right. We do have the lag. Maybe tonight we'll do a special low latency edition of the show. Pneumonia, lycanthropy, those are all good. Guess the death. Actually, oh yeah, Adam, you're right. If you guys want to make a quiz for Brian, guess the death. We can play that game. 68, 39 old age, Charlie horse. Actually, you guys are getting close. I believe she was around 42. And then let me get the details. Yo, tell me the story of how the Goodnight Moon lady died. She was like young, right? So here, I'm going to save this for a moment because I want to get my thing 105 in skydiving. That'd be a great album name. Yep. Oh, I called it. 42. She was 42. She had an ovarian cyst removed, which was routine. That's all fine. But the way she died was somebody said, Are you okay? Because I heard you had ovarian cyst removed. And she goes, yeah, I'm doing great. Watch. And then she did a giant can kick, which dislodged a what do you call it? It dislodged a blood clot and killed her. She died instantly. Is that crazy? Oh, hello, Mosh. So good to see you. Welcome to day 109. For 108 days, we've been all like, Mosh underscore XD.
Mosh underscore XD. Mosh underscore XD.
He's not here, man.
It is true. Mosh underscore XD is not in here.
I came all the way back from time. That wasn't even a thing. You just announced your character's bit. Thank you. Okay. Anyway, yeah, Mosh, good to see you. 97 hit by 2 cars crossing Hollywood Boulevard. Orson Bean? I don't know the actor Orson Bean. I should come to be familiar with his work so I can retroactively be terribly upset. Hey, O'Brien Magic, good to see you, man. BMC, what is BMC? I guess I'm not. I do know, O'Brien, that I think day after tomorrow, I'm going to see Chris Ramsey's show, his UFO show. It's at the Paramount Theater here in Austin. I'm looking forward to that. But for anybody who, you know what, I guess we do have a few drive-bys who are welcome. Hello, you beautiful people. My name is Brian Brushwood. Today is 109 of Office Hours. Office Hours, of course, is your opportunity to get up close and personal as we go through revisiting all 537 episodes of Scam School. Today, we tackled episode 10, Circumference versus Height. We found out the real work behind how it was done. We got a whole bunch of production notes. I spilled coffee all over the keyboard. We saved an episode of tonight's comedy live stream. And we reiterated that the real ones show up live. By the way, quick reminder, if you're anywhere in the Florida area, come on out to my day-long show. Just go to scampocalypse.com. It's called The Mark and the Mask. We're going to give you a 6-hour info dump on the latest, the state-of-the-art, the state of the scam address. Everybody's doing it wrong except for us. We're going to do action-based deceptive role play. You're going to learn how not just to be protected from the deceivers, but how to be so good at their own tricks before they even try it that you will have notes for them. Okay. Let me send a picture of this. There we go. Any update on the zine? Heck yeah, dude. We got yes. Mainly, we have to write it. That's where we're at now. But I'll tell you what, we're going to have an all-hands meeting for the folks who are signed up at patreon.com/modernrogue. That's how you can support this show. You can keep the Jeep riding. Head on over to patreon.com/modernrogue. Get your name in the credits, because we've had a run of really great episodes. We just shot 10 in the last month. We investigated whether or not there was anything to the rumor that Lucille Ball received radio waves on her tooth filling, whether or not she busted up a Japanese spy ring, and we did in the field experiments for it. But for my money, my favorite part was this moment right here. Check this out. We if you haven't seen it,
Are they going?
yeah, look at this. This is beautiful.
Play the footage.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's definitely one.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
well, that was a lot.
Yeah, these look like they're really zoomed in far.
Yes.
And also, it's like we have a very precise field of focus.
Yeah, so some of these early ones especially are a bit out of focus.
Look at there.
Wow.
This is surreal. For your experience, I'd imagine it's almost like finding EVP. You're just looking at white noise trying to find the ghosts.
Yeah, it is quite difficult to spot some of these.
Wow, that was a cool one.
Now, are they going up sometimes?
I don't know, man.
See, that looks like it went up.
I think the electron particles, they kind of bounce around more. And so we might be seeing the deflection of them bouncing off of something.
And that's it.
Those are great.
Yeah, dude, it's a great episode. It's a great episode because it gets all the classic elements that I really want. Number one, I know that we're doing it right when the pissed off comments are, you didn't do it instantly right the first time. Good. Because that is a little thing I like to call boring. If I wanted to go to school, I'd be in school, you dummies. If I wanted to run a school, I'd be running Scam School. So instead, we took basically the understanding that an idea was possible, and we do like we always do, tried to get to minimum viable product, and by God, we did it. Learned a whole bunch on the way. Got to mess around with, Brant did a great science explainer in the middle of it. We got dry ice, cool sounds. Penny reminded us of safety. Penny was hilarious. She's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had never heard of this.
I did this in school.
We're making a cloud chamber.
Yeah, she was the only one who knew what she was doing. But it's great. All of that brought to you by patreon.com/modernrogue. Yeah, it was, man. It was a really solid at-home attempt. That's another thing is to do it right. I perceive it as a terribly selfish thing when people portray themselves as extremely glamorous and doing things right. I think that it is a disservice to the people at home to not portray things in a way that makes amazing things seem within their reach. And I am aware that for a lot of people on YouTube, they all want to make it look like they're awesome. But a side effect of that is that when people try things on their own and it doesn't work like they saw it on the TV, on the YouTube, then they assume that either it is dumb or they are bad. And all of that is net morally bad, in my opinion, which is part of the reason that that I take in all of my content, and we're seeing this all the way back to the early Scam School episodes, a very populist, authentic approach to things. And so, as a result, it is frustrating for some people to watch us do things wrong. Good. Hit the bricks. Get fucked. We're here for the real experience, and we hope you have a good time and laugh and be amazed with us, because if you take away the risk of failure, then you don't get the dopamine thrill of the ecstasy of success. You can't have one without the other. And internet commenters sometimes are like, but I like the part where it's candy. I'm like, yes, we all like the candy. Yum, yum candy. But we have to eat our vegetables. Yes, exactly. Happy accidents. The whole 9 yards, Hawk Worley. You got it. Do. Right on. Well, thank you for the kind words, guys. Yeah, patreon.com/modernrogue. You guys get in there, get your name on the credits, on the credits. And of course, okay, there we go. All right, I think, let's check the agenda. I think we got done with an awful lot. We were able to save the video And we now have a battle plan for tonight. Did we ever pick a favorite spot on Discord for us to hang out at? Because there's too many of them. There's too many Discords for me to possibly keep up with. A battle flag. Oh, yeah, yes. I mean, we got a gang sign. Yeah, graciously tell them how to do it right. And part of being gracious means to, number one, not, I guess part of gracious would be to phrase it in such a way where you're saying essentially another way to do it is blank, or I've heard of blank happening. I got a whole bunch of Discords. That's the problem. We got a Monorail Discord. We got a Founders Club Discord. We got a First Class Society Discord. We've got a Diamond Club Discord. We've got a Scam School Discord. We've got a Scam Nation Discord. We've got a Modern Rogue Discord. That's a lot. That is a lot. Are we going to set up channels? I believe there's channels set up on all of them. This is the problem. The more we fragment everything, the harder it is for the human Brian Brushwood to show up and be a part of those things. It really is. It's so many Discords. Brian has a cacophony. It's one of those things where it just ends up being, as a collective, it ends up being more noise than I would like, which is part of the reason, here's the bargain. I'm showing up every day, which means if you guys show up every day, this is straight access into Brian's brain. Unite to make them the ultimate Discord. It's called Harmony. Bring eHarmony. Hey, good to see you, Eric. Congratulations. You get to do this. You get to give me a greater than less than, or less than greater than. There we go. I'll see if I can type it in there. Beep, 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 beep. There we go. Beautiful. All right. Well, I believe we are almost out of time. Let me see. Nope, wrong button. There we go. That's the right button. Yeah. All right. We're gonna rind it. We're gonna wrap it up. Smack it up, flip it, rub it down. All right, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow for episode 11. Actually, no. I'll see you later this afternoon for Cord Killers with Tom Merritt. We're going to be talking about Star Trek, the animated series. The last episode, we're going to announce what show we're watching next, and of course, cover all of the news in the cord cutting revolution. Then later, I'll go live for a special edition Great Night, where it'll mainly be you guys and me goofing off, having a good time, and then we'll play the content on there. Also, if you have not already done it, that's another thing we got to do. We got to make a website for World's Greatest Con. Right now, I just have World's Greatest Con forwarding over to the Acast page, but that's terrible SEO. And so as a result, if you go to World's Greatest Podcast, then it leads you to a whole bunch of places that aren't, like this one only has the first season of it. So we got to fix all that. At least this shows up here. So that's good. But new World's Greatest Con coming within hours. And of course, patrons at patreon.com/World's Greatest Con will also get it. All right, guys, I'm going to take... I know. Goodbye, guys. I'm out. See ya. Meow.